All right, let's have a hard talk. I really did want to come on here, but I promised myself I was going to be true, honest. I have been really hating myself this week. Of course, I hate myself a lot of the times, but really bad this week. I have found myself comparing my journey with everybody else's. I have been spending a lot of the whole week calling myself names, being embarrassed. So, how am I going to go on here and say I gained 2 pounds? Well, that's what happened. Feeling so embarrassed and like I'm letting everybody down, and I have to stop because it started bringing up those same feelings I've had my whole entire life, being a people pleaser. I'm letting people down. I'm not doing what I said I'm going to do, and I know that gets frustrating, and people are going to, it's like, this journey is my journey, and I'm on YouTube for those who want to come along. I can't get caught up on who's watching and who's not watching because that's not why I'm here. I'm here for those who want to feel like, or who want like type people. I don't know how to put that. I want people to be here because they want to be here. I'm not here for the numbers. Um, I have to fight very hard because I've always found my whole life that nobody likes me. It's hard for me to make friends. I just don't have a shining personality. And I have to be careful because I'll go on and see that, I'm no longer going to look at my analytics when I do, because then it hurts my feelings when it's like, okay, the average watch time for my video is 30 seconds or something like that. And I found myself getting caught up in that, and that's got to stop because that's not why I'm here. It really, truly is not. I'm only looking at that and beating myself up because in the end, it really doesn't matter other than what is wrong with me. It makes me, it's the self-hate that I have towards myself. It's me proving a point to myself. See, nobody likes you. Nobody can stand listening to you talk. And it's like, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here for those who do. I'm here for myself, number one, to do on the journey and to share for anybody who may feel alone or who just want to encourage or whatever the reason they have. I'm not here to be, look at the popularity, look at everybody's following. No, that's an ego thing. That's an ego, and I'm not here for my ego. I'm here to be genuine and to be honest and have a place to document my journey. I know a lot of people on the internet have this idea that they don't want to see the struggle. They just want to see the success. Well, that's not reality for the majority of people on a weight loss. Okay? It's just not. I absolutely commend anyone who could say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, and boom, they lose the 50 pounds. They stay dedicated. I love that for them. But I'm not going to compare myself anymore to that because I'm not them. I have my own struggles, my own mental health issues that really collide with me. And I've been very frustrated this week because I've gained 2 pounds and I was too embarrassed to come on here and tell you because I am so mad at myself. It's like, how can you want something so bad and yet you keep self-sabotaging? And then as I'm watching, and this is where I realize I have to stop this, I'm watching other people's weight loss journeys. And not that I'm happy for them, but I am completely jealous. It's like, why can't I have that? Why can't I? But the thing is, I don't know the real struggles that they had to get to that point. Or even if it seems like this time they did it really well, it doesn't mean I don't know their life story. And even if I just can't do that to myself anymore. I'm always feeling like I'm not good enough. I'm always feeling like, see, I just can't match up to them. Well, it's time to get refocused back to this is my journey, and I am not going to come on here and say, oh, everything went well, and I gained 2 pounds maybe because it's the time of the month, or maybe because it's whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to come on here and say everything's well and not say what I'm fighting for or going through and fighting just so the internet I can please the internet. That's people pleasing behavior, and that's something I'm trying to break. If they don't like my journey, or if they think that I'm talking too long, or if they think that I'm boring to listen to, then so be it. I'm not here for them. I'm here for me, number one. Then I'm here for anybody else going through the same type of struggle so they know they're not alone, or those who just they just have a love of cheering people on, or they've been through it, and all those people. I'm not here to listen to the haters. Could care less. I have really come to a place where I just don't care anymore. It's not their journey, it's mine. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. And those who are trying to come on here and I haven't had it yet, don't get me wrong. I'm teeny tiny channel. So I'm well under the radar. But I also know when I look at my other apps that I'm on, social media, and I will find myself comparing or looking at my numbers going, but the thing is I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I'm going to do this because it's therapy for me, and I'm doing it for those who are here listening to me. And I will not, what's the word I'm looking for? Diminish them being here because I'm whining about my numbers. That's not going to happen because numbers don't matter. And I'm going to stop comparing myself because this is my journey. I am not going to be perfect. I'm still not going to be perfect. I do know that I need to start doing something to change and move forward. I know that. I can't keep using that as an excuse of just, well, I'm going to have struggles. I have to really figure out why I'm having the struggles and move forward. If that means me coming on here whining and complaining and trying to work it out, then that's what I'm going to do. And you can watch it if you want. Don't have to if you don't want to. And I have to be okay with that and stop worrying about what others are going to think, because this is not their journey, it's mine. I have this habit of when I'm going through something that I hide, that I become quiet, I become silent. And there's so many things I want to talk about in here, but I struggle with should I or shouldn't I? But if it's therapeutic for me, then, I'm not going to, everything I say is not going to be a big secret or I'm ashamed of, I should say. So I've got to start treating my channel the way I want it to be treated. I have wanted to talk about some of the things I went through in the past, some of how I got PTSD with my mom's passing, how that still hurts. And you notice I can't talk about her, if you notice, without crying. It's a PTSD thing. And I need to stop hiding and stop trying to deal with things by myself. Are you guys therapists? No, I know you guys are not therapists, and I don't expect you to be. I'm just using this as a place to vent, to talk to others, to, especially relate to other people who may be going through it. I'm not expecting anybody to cure me. I know in the end it has to be me. But I've been struggling. I have been struggling trying to, I love Weight Watchers, but I am struggling sometimes. I will watch other people do Weight Watchers and they're doing the recipes and stuff, and it's hard sometimes because people use different types of foods for substitutions to keep the points lower. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's just not within my budget. It's really hard to watch people use like protein shake, and then they'll use a PB2, and then they'll use the Quest chips, and they'll use these fancy breads like the I don't know what you call them, the keto type breads, which are better for, because I'm doing like the diabetic part of Weight Watchers, because I do believe that my body reacts better with less of those starchy carb type things. But I can't afford any of all that stuff. Maybe one little thing at a time, but I couldn't afford to buy that stuff week after week after week. Protein shakes alone, I don't understand how people afford $6 to $8 just for 6 of them, and then they're buying like cases of them, and it's like I find myself getting jealous, and it's not that I'm glad they have the money to do it, don't get me wrong. I just get jealous so much that I could do that and I can't. It's just impossible. I can't be selfish and spend our grocery money like that. It's not fair. I don't, Jason makes 99% of the money. I can't do that. That would be selfish of me. Yes, he wants to see me healthy, but he's got to eat too. He's skinny. And I've got to find my own way of doing Weight Watchers and not worrying about, well, okay, so you can't do Quest, chips, what can you do? You can afford the Walmart brand of low-carb tortillas, you can cut them up and you can air fry them. Little things like that I need to start getting back into and realizing that this is my journey. And no, I can't afford to buy protein shakes all the time. If they're on sale, sure, I might be able to treat myself, but they're going to be sometimes food. And exercising is something I really need to put an effort in, and I'm scared. I'm not going to lie, I'm scared. I hurt so bad just to stand up and walk, but I know it's going to hurt even more as I'm doing more. But I also know there's going to be a time where it starts to get better, and I want to be on that side. I want to come on here and start having fantastic weigh-ins, and but I also know that every week's not going to be perfect, and if I am so worked up and full of anxiety just trying to please, I'm trying to I think what I'm trying to do is I gotta lose the weight. I gotta lose the weight. I gotta go on. I can't go on YouTube again and say that I gained weight and do. I think that I'm self sabotaging that way. I have to do this. I have to do it my way. And I am not going to come on here and lie to you all. But I also know that I can't keep coming on here and saying, well, I messed up. Well, I messed up. Well, I messed up. It's not because of, here we go again. It's because I'm hurting myself. You know, I'm not getting anywhere. I have dreams that, and I have places I want to go and see. And if I don't do it, you guys, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, but if I don't do it, I don't know if I'm going to be here next summer. Yeah, I just don't know how to explain it. I can feel it. I feel my body just breaking down. I don't know how to explain that. And it's like I'm already at a point where I've done so much damage, I'm never going to be able to be completely healthy. But I can stop some of the damage, and I can get to a point where I can still live and live a fairly normal life, but it's got to be done, and it's got to be done now. But then I have fears, and we'll talk about all that stuff. I'll come on and talk about because I have big fears about loose skin, and I know it's all shallow sounding, but you know, anyway, I don't want to end this in tears. I just know that I can't hide from you guys, and I can't hide from myself. And that's what I do when I get to a place like this. I shut down, and I can't do that because it's going to throw me into a very deep depression, and I don't want that. I don't want that because it's going to self-sabotage me more. So I have really got to put some effort in and really fight through the battle that my brain has. And I really got to fight those urges when I want to eat bad because I want to soothe my feelings. And it's so hard to fight it sometimes. But I have to come to realize that I am worth the fight. I am worth it. I have got to stop seeing myself as below everybody else. Because if you were doing what I was doing, I'd be the first one to say, knock it off. Get your shit together, excuse my language. So now it's my turn to put myself up. I am just as deserving as everybody else. And dig deep. All right, guys. I was going to apologize for the length of the video, but I'm not going to. It is what it is. I promise you, from this point on, I will come on here more and make videos, whether they're short reels, which I have put a few up. If you haven't seen anything from me, if you go to the reels part of my page, you'll see that I put a couple up. But anyway, take care, guys. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.